Hi everybody, welcome to Netrunner with Teamworkcast. I am Krystian and I cannot lie.
I am cringing that you almost forgot the name of Netrunner. I am no longer commentating. Oh, by the way, my name is Putty, and sure, I'll stick around for a while.
I'm cringing because you forgot telling me your name. Everybody's cringing now.
Cringe,
it's
cringe.
It's the cringe-pocalypse. the cringe happening.
Stop trying to make cringe happen.
It won't happen. This is the 20th of July, way back. It's a time capsule kind of game from Koblenz, a beautiful town, Koblenz, by the way, right next to the Rhine River. Oh, man,
silhouettes of old.
And this is a beautiful store called Zeitgeist.
Really?
I think it's Zeitgeist. Yeah. And this is the second round of Swiss. This is me playing against Dominic.
Hello, Dominic. Nice playmat. I just bought one of those.
Yes, Nick couldn't wait for people to give us one of those maps. He decided to actually buy it. Wotan looking at you majestically.
So you're playing right now on what may be. Well, it's like the secondary palette of my wedding.
Me? Like yellow?
Yeah, yellow and blue. It was yellow and blue and then gray and yellow.
Yeah, yellow and teal is a very nice combination. I really like it. Yeah, so I am playing Silhouette, Nick. Silhouette, what is the ability of Silhouette?
She is Rihanna's older sister. And also, whenever she runs and is it a successful run, she can look at a card without accessing it.
Yes, once per turn, but it has to be a successful run on HQ.
Check out that knowledge! Look at me learning the game! What?
And also her ability is that she has an umbrella and you can come under it. Ella. And my opponent is playing Tennin Institute.
I have not ever seen this done. This is a fantastic tournament. My goodness.
But he's also using chocolate brown sleeves.
Chocolate rain.
Great minds think alike.
You know, I never watch our videos ever, and I never watch videos on the internet really ever. But recently, I was watching the Lost Planet videos.
They were amazing.
Yeah, the first few episodes when it's just you and Shepard. Oh man,
there were. Oh man, it's that's a great series that everybody should watch if they enjoy our shenanigans. But if you're cringing away at this, you will cringe even more when you play.
Yes.
When you watch that. Anyways,
Tennin Institute, we should say, if people don't know, when your turn begins, you can place one advancement token on a card if the runner did not make a successful run during his or her last turn. So Silhouette is an interesting pairing against this particular identity.
Yeah, because I want to be doing a lot of runs every turn, and he wants to stop those runs, apparently.
And he's going to stop it with his poop-colored ice.
And also it's interesting because it is putting an advancement counter on a card. It's not advancing a card, and it doesn't have to be a card that is advanceable.
There's advancement tokens everywhere.
Yeah, so you can put like advancement tokens even on his identity cards, technically.
I'm going to advance my hedge fund. What?
But instead he's playing medical fundraiser to give him 5 credits and give me 3 credits, and then he secures his HQ, and then he installs the card in the server.
And if anybody's cringing because I said that you should advance and operate the hedge fund, shut up.
The hedge fund you probably can't advance, but you can
shut
advance.
Up! I'm living my life my way I want to.
It's my life. It's now or never.
See, they make me want to say more cringeworthy things. I don't know.
It's just your nature, Nick. You're genetically, you're a cringeworthy person. We are both cringeworthy persons.
After dealing with Monster Hunter people for so long, the Netrunner people are so nice.
Yeah.
But there are always those people that are sitting outside the realm of niceness in the toxic realm telling me they've cringed.
You know how it is. The end game is PewDiePie. We're gonna shout all day long, and people are gonna want to complain, and then we're gonna turn off the comments.
Why not?
Quandary. Yeah, there's a quandary. I did run on HQ after I special ordered a ferry, and he just shut down my run on HQ with a quandary. And he's drawing cards. I really want to have a ferry before I run, just in case there is a Komainu or something.
Yeah.
As Roy noticed that sometimes this can happen, and then it's horrible.
5 clicks, Roy.
5 clicks for Roy. Hashtag 5 clicks for Roy. Still don't know what that card is that Dominic installed in the server there.
Little do we know, it just kind of fell out of his hand. And
oops. It's actually hedge fund.
They need a chaos orb in this game.
So he's securing his R&D. I always touch my deck. If you see me touching my deck, it's because I think I'm doing a mandatory draw, and then I reminding myself that it's the runner I'm playing. I do run on R&D, and I find an ice wall there.
I find most people concentrate on one or the other. It's really hard to concentrate on both.
On what?
Runner or corporation. Some
the thing
people tend to lean one way.
The thing is, like with mandatory draw, is in Magic you also have this mandatory draw, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I tend to think that I have to draw a card at the beginning of the turn. Doing one more special order, I really need to get those cards out of my deck, and that is
Yogg.
And Yogg is pretty good now, because now I just have like free reign over HQ.
Man, there's a lot of sets that have come out since this tournament, huh?
This tournament, yeah, there was like since the tournament.
This is before Upstock.
This is before Upstock, so there are no Upstock cards, no currents or anything, and also lucky enough, no. What is it? Lotus Field.
Lotus Field.
So I'm running on HQ. I see a Trick of Light, and I expose that card. It is Jackson.
No, Jackson.
So now I'm actually tempted to run maybe on this. I used 2 clicks, Krystian. No, it is the final. It was the end of this. Okay, so he
look at this
celebrity gifts.
Look at all. Holy shit!
3 agendas in there.
And he just doesn't care. He's like, "Come at me, bro."
Yeah, and 1 Tsurugi. And the Trick of Light that I saw. How unlucky of me of not drawing an agenda recently.
Wow.
And then he draws cards. And of course, now that he drew cards, you can like get rid of all those agendas and then Jackson Howard them back. Howard Jackson.
No kidding. Howard Jackson.
Howard Jackson.
Cringe.
I'm not paying attention.
I'm clicking on the X now. Goodbye.
I think it's by now it sounds a little bit like we're bitter. We've been doing podcast sites how many years now? Like 4, 5?
I would say so. I think the thing that always gets to me is it's like it's really hard to sit here and watch this and never having seen it before.
Yeah.
To remember all of the details of all of the cards in real time, but that's okay.
It's like to all the people like being like mean to us. Yeah, I wish you your own YouTube channel.
Yeah, the greatest compliment I ever received was this one dude who came into a Monster Hunter room one time and said, "You're a pretty good Hammer player. I saw you on the internet." And I was like, "What? Really? Oh my god!" I stopped playing. That's when I stopped playing Monster Hunter.
I reached my peak. My Monster Hunter peak. Interestingly, I'm still not running on Jackson Howard or anything.
I don't understand why. I mean, I guess that you would try to go for his hand because he showed you all of those agendas. But I think at the same time, he just threw all those agendas in the discard pile.
I think I did run on Jackson Howard, but I decided not to trash it. Just to get like the successful run. I'm not exactly sure. Anyways, we maybe should pay more attention to the game. He installs 2 eyes in front of HQ and R&D, and it's my turn.
It's the beginning of the game. Nothing exciting is happening yet.
So far, not much. I did a lot of pressure on HQ. He got out some agendas.
Sorry for the cringeworthy brief aside about the Monster Hunter podcast.
I do sure gamble now.
And, standard comment about Oracle May and gambling.
I run on HQ. I want to see that card that he... Oh, damn!
That's the dog I was talking about.
You mean Grim?
Grim, yeah.
It is indeed Grim.
That's the dog I was talking about last game.
You know what Grim reminds me of?
Ghostbusters?
No, Harry Potter.
Ah, Harry Potter, yeah.
Like, what's his name again? What's his face again?
It's Harry's uncle, right?
Yeah.
I know that his name is Padfoot.
Something, Sirius Black.
Sirius Black, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so I break the Grim with a fairy, of course, and then I get through, and I see a card, but it's just a Tsurugi that he still hasn't installed.
And just for all of the cringers out there, I realized that the Ghostbuster dogs were actually green demon dogs. But you know what? That's okay.
Green demon dogs? Actually, if you look in the Wikipedia...
Let's talk about the Keymaster and the Gatekeeper, or as we could call them, the penis and the vagina. Let's just think about that a little bit. Let's think about it. This
podcast just got... but you're right, this could be actually a Ghostbuster reference, because there is Zool as Ghostbuster reference, right?
Yeah, Zool is the Ghostbuster reference. Grim is not. The Grim is obviously a Harry Potter reference, since the Grim is the mark that the people would give you if they were going to murder you. And also the dog, it looks like Sirius Black. So it is definitely Harry Potter inspired, but I said Ghostbusters, so everyone can cry as he plays...
There are pretty many dogs in Monster Hunter, in Netrunner.
Monster Hunter.
The podcasts are smelting together. Meanwhile, we have Dominic playing a Restructure and then discarding yet another card.
Do people play Restructure still?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's 5 credits. I mean, it's great. Especially now that economy is much higher than it was early on.
That laundry but dirty. Jackson Howard. It's all
man,
case.
what? I dirty laundry Howard and now he's using it? And now I'm not getting the money.
Yeah. Good play. Bad play on your part. What were
Did
you
I
thinking?
get the money now? I think I got the money even though I didn't deserve it.
Let's see if he calls you on it. I'm going to guess not.
I would. I do have bad publicity due to the Grim, so that's great. And I get out daily
With
casts.
your illegal money.
This is the unrealistic part about Netrunner. If you're doing podcasts, you're getting money out of this. If only. If only. All right, I'm getting out a security testing. Finally, I have a real job, ma'am.
Get out of the house now. You're done. You got a steady income. Go get your own apartment.
Mom, I have a real job. I'm testing servers at this IT company. What are servers? Is that some kind of...
Do you think Daily Cast is a reference to the Tom Hanks movie Big?
What? I don't know. What? Why would it be? We see another restructure from Dominic here.
Because it's a cyberpunk phenomenon. Why doesn't he... If his entire identity revolves around the problem of making sure you don't have a successful run, why is his discard pile still exposed?
I don't know. He's really trying to make his HQ secure.
That Grim's going to be annoying to get through no matter what.
Yeah, that will be, but... Drawing up more cards...
Questionable play. Cringe-worthy play.
No, I think he really needs to get his HQ secure, because as Silhouette, if I get access to HQ, not only will I get to see his HQ cards, but also expose stuff. So he, and of course, from Criminal, you always have to be aware that there might be an account siphon coming. So it really makes sense for him to be extra secure with his HQ.
So I was cringing at his play, but really everyone should be cringing at my...
Yeah, but it's true. And it makes sense that now he secured the archives. However, with a huge ice there's an ice war of thorns there. Mm-hmm. Will he actually res it when I run on this?
I mean, he's got enough money to. Dirty laundry, huh?
Dirty laundry on archives. So let's see about that. He does res the ice, denying me the dirty laundry once again.
Dang.
Dominic,
let's see if you get the money for it again.
I'm doing 2 net damage now. The only barrier that actually does net damage, and he actually snipes a count siphon from my hand and another fairy. Ouch.
The world is not yours anymore.
That world just slipped through my fingers. Really struggling with Dominic right now. So I didn't do a successful run, and finally he gets used to his ability for the first time in the game. I was keeping him on his toes.
Come on, remote server. You just want to create a remote server. Just do it.
Or what? He puts an agenda accidentally in there.
That was good.
But he wants just to play in a medical fundraiser. And he does this thing where he has like great excuses for why he did what he did just now. And I think that's a staple of every card game. You never take responsibility for what you do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You always have some kind of excuse. It's too late. We've been playing for 5 hours. I just slept 1 hour. The cards look similar.
I thought we were playing Magic the Gathering. Wait, what?
Yeah, so that's how you don't take responsibility. And then afterwards, when you go on the internet and see somebody make mistakes, you can just call them out. It's all about avoiding responsibility. Beautiful Phil Collins in the background here. It was a really 80s inspired morning, I guess. It was a morning there. Sunday morning. Drawing card my first click, second click. I'm running on HQ.
I realized that...
Damn! Look at this Tsurugi Grim everything!
Oh, man. I'm gonna run into that field where knives just grow on the ground.
So I'm using Fairy.
How you
and I check out, and then I think I draw a card. No. Ooh. I'm playing Parasite on Tsurugi now. He does advance a card because still I haven't had a successful run. Really difficult for me to get into HQ right now, so, his strategy did pay off. Of course, Tsurugi very vulnerable to Parasite. I'm not seeing my other breakers, I just have Yogg out. And I used all my, at least 2 special orders.
Yeah, things are not looking good for Team Christman.
So he's, Biotic Labor's out a... medical breakthrough.
Looks like, yeah.
So that's 2 points to him. He actually Biotic Labors and Trick of Lights.
This is like the old deck you used to play.
I did play?
Well, I guess I'm thinking of your old Hospioroid deck.
Oh yeah, I did. Like where I would play like 2 Biotic Labors at the same time. Yeah, that's the kind of thing. And now, of course, the cool thing about the medical fundraiser agenda is that the next agenda will be even cheaper now for him to score. Mm-hmm. I'm just getting a lot of cards. I'm getting out Desperado, and I'm getting out another daily cast. Continuing with my podcast, even though people say they cringe. I cringe every time you run the HQ.
I'll cringe when I look at your name.
What about that Tsurugi the other day? You just barely got through it and you stopped at the Grim. Blah. You're not a real runner.
Go back to poker, coward.
Where's Rihanna? You're just the sister. Alright, so Rugi is trashed with a parasite finally. So I guess if I had a Sentry Breaker, HQ would be wide open, but it's not.
Rugi's gonna come back as Lady Stoneheart. I knew it.
No spoilers, Nick. No spoilers. All right, getting out. Yeah, winning the game. Getting out. Getting out a femme fatale, femming the Grim there, so I get out for 1 credit into HQ. Look at me. And I even have bad pub, so the runs on HQ are for free now.
Man.
Turning things around. Now all
Yeah,
the people who are doubting
turning
me,
this around.
all the people who are doubting me now have egg in their face.
I was on Team Dominic, I'm going to admit. I'll admit it.
You are on Team Dominic.
I was, but now I'm sort of floating over to Team Krystian right now.
Everybody should be on my side. Alright, I'm seeing a restructure on his hand. And I'm exposing the second eyes on RNG. And this is yet another Grim.
Ooh.
Will he rest this? Will he give me 2 bad publicity? Especially now that I can break it with Femme Fatale, had I enough money.
Does he have the cards to punish you for having bad publicity?
He actually doesn't have to rest Grim right now because I still don't have a barrier breaker, so the ice wall will keep me out if I run on RNG. Running on the HQ again. Now it's even greater because I actually get money from this. And it's, you know, it's for free, so it's actually better to do this instead of just clicking money. And of course I'm doing successful runs, so his ability doesn't trigger, but he restructures. Man, that's a rich Jinteki.
I was just trying to look up my old bad publicity corporate deck.
Ah, the one that
it didn't work at all, but that's okay.
Yeah,
well, because the whole goal was to load the runner up with bad publicity and then punish them for it. But
how do you
really. I was trying to remember how I tried to do it because I think it was a mistake for me.
Yeah, that sounds. I'm giving you all this money for your runs. Now I'm going to punish you for this.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. There's a few cards out there that will like punish the runner if they have, or give the corporate player something if they. It was. Don't mind me.
Oh, maybe
Just cringe away.
IRSS. That's IRSS.
Yes.
IRSS. There's an ice that's where you have to pay as much money as you have as the corp has bad publicity. So if you have one of them, the runner loses all bad publicity. But if you have 2 of them, the runner actually has to pay as much bad publicity as you have.
Yeah.
But nobody plays that card.
The IRS is what it is.
Yeah.
Taxes.
Alright, so I guess I parasited the Quandary there. Why did I parasite the Quandary? Oh no, I think he trashed it while installing something else because the Quandary is really not stopping me. So it's really just a waste of space for him right now.
All right.
You know what's funny? I actually, like listening to the audio, I actually hear Jürgen next to the table next to us.
Really?
Who will, at this point, who we don't know that he will become the next German champion in Netrunner. I'm installing an HQ interface there.
He's got the eye of the tiger.
Now, this was before Cash was released, so at this point, you know, his winning deck is not existing yet. Alright, Dominic reses an upgrade he installed on HQ, which is Caprice Nisei, so I get, he doesn't rest the outer eyes, and I get through for free. But we have to do the Psy game now. So we're doing the Psy game, Nick. It's
He dropped his tokens. Oh.
He's too excited. I'm excited as well. Yes, I win! I win the game, and I trash Caprice Nisei. I'm getting 2 cards, so I'm just, giving you 1 card and accessing the other 2. But neither of those were important. I think one of them was a cash. What? I'm exposing the ice, and it's a tyrant, Nick.
Tyrant.
A tyrant. We have seen just tyrant once in our podcasting history, and I do.
Tyrant can be advanced only while rezzed and gains a subroutine for end the run for each advancement token on it.
I do an emergency shutdown on the Wall of Thorns, and yeah, that tyrant is useless right now. He does score clone retirement immediately, so the backup is gone now. So running on HQ will cost me 1 credit every time.
Flavor text: "Thou shall not pass."
Is that the flavor text of Tyrant?
Yes.
Sweet.
And it's an Egyptian dude.
I never realized. Why is it an Egyptian dude? That doesn't fit to the.
I'm not really sure either. I think maybe it's a reference to the mummy or something. I don't know. If somebody knows, please tell us in the comments. But
somebody
be sure
from the mummy Wikipedia is cringing right now.
Yeah.
What? Haven't you read my article?
And secretly, it's every entry is from Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser cries.
I had my moment.
I was waiting for you two guys to meet this ice. So I'm accessing 2 cards again. Still nothing of importance. I know now that the Tyrant there he won't actually res it because there's no advancement counters on it, so I can still run HQ freely. Yes, I will lose 1 credit, but I still get 1 credit back from Desperado, so HQ is still wide open now. But still, he has 3 agenda points at this point. I have 0. With all this pressure I applied to him, it hasn't gotten me any agendas.
Those are always the worst, where it's sort of like the runner can do whatever they want, but they can't win anyway.
Wow, look at him. He trashes Grim and installs 2nd ice on HQ. Wow, he trashes Grim. Interesting.
Does the bad publicity go away if you get rid of Grim?
No, but because he scored clone retirement.
Ah, okay.
And also, I usually like to keep the ice around that has been femmed, just because some people like scavenge fem to retarget it, and that prevents it. So I'm putting security testing on archives. He can res archives, the Wall of Thorns on archives, so I probably won't run on this. Alright. Corroder, finally! Where were you all this game, Corroder?
I was working overtime at the factory.
Now I'm running archives. Now, how important for him is it for him to res that ice? I can break it, he doesn't res. I get my 3 credits because it's security testing. And also I get a successful run, which is really great. Now I'm running on HQ. I know one of the cards is Tyrant, useless card.
But it's not advanced, yeah.
So the question is only if he reses the outer ice. I get to access 2 cards. Getting the Desperado token, accessing 1 card. Damn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if he doesn't have any agendas in his hand, he just lets you go through.
Alright, he just drew an agenda. I see a Future Perfect on his hand.
What will he do now?
Dominic, why do you make it so hard to steal your agendas?
Are there any songs about people named Dominic? I don't think there are.
Dominic. Well, isn't that the name of Vin Diesel in Fast and Furious?
Oh no!
The circle closes. Oh man, I just need to watch Fast and Furious now.
I just need to watch them all. Yeah, his name is Dominic Toretto.
Oh, wow. Alright, I'm running on Archives, doing the security testing run. He finally does rest the Wall of Thorns, denying me the economy. I'm breaking Wall of Thorns, getting out back the money, but now, of course, this is not a viable way of making money with security testing. Running on R&D. Will he rest that ice? What is that ice? He doesn't rest the ice. I break the ice wall with 1 credit, getting 1 credit back. Oh no! It is another mind game. Another mind game. Yes! God damn it! All right, we're even. Both at 3 points.
How opposite it is. How strange it is to see you win 2 in a row, and the like 2 games ago we saw 8 losses in a row.
I think me and Dominic are both the kind of players who like to take 0 in those mind games.
That is just nuts.
And so, I'm benefiting from this right now. There is a second Future Perfect on his hand. I'm running on R&D again. So it's cost me 1 and I'm getting 1 back, so it doesn't make any difference. I'm trashing to Jackson Howard. It's really funny. I have like free access to HQ, free access to R&D, but it's still just 3 points at this time. Sometimes the player's wide open, but you just can't score the agendas.
Draw random number generator.
Yeah, it is a game of luck. That's what I like to say. It is a game of luck after all. He manually advances ice wall.
Oh, he can't advance Tyrant unless it's rezzed.
Yeah.
How sad. He used to have so much money. So much money.
Also, rezzing Tyrants is like 7 credits. He can't even do it right now.
Yeah.
So I'm retargeting security testing on... what? R&D. Drawing a card. Thinking this through. Difficult situation. I saw something on that card that made me reconsider my situation.
I have faith in you. Faith in you.
Oh, suddenly you're on my team.
You know,
Traitor.
I am a fair weather friend.
That's good. That's good. No, Dominic was actually a very, very polite player. It was great fun playing against him. We're running on R&D. Security testing. He still thinks about rezzing it. It is a Grim. We saw it, right?
Mm-hmm. We've seen it before.
He's thinking if it's worth it now. I will be able to break it. He does it. Getting a bad pup. Paying all the monies in the world and jacking out because I don't have the money to pay for the ice wall.
Everyone lost their money. Good job,
I got
everybody.
Got a bad publicity, kept me out. That's nice. Thinking about drawing a card there. Running on HQ. He has 1 credit. He can't rest anything there, right? Right.
Wrong.
Alright. I'm getting an access.
And we know that he has an agenda in his hand.
Alright, getting 1 card. Second card. Still haven't seen that agenda. I know he has an agenda on it. I'm exposing the outer ice. It is Inazuma. Now I like, who cares? Inazuma in front of Tyrant? Like, what's happening there? Dominic hasn't thought this through, I think. Because even if he manages to res Tyrant, it won't be a hurtful thing if I face checked it. Not breaking Tyrant is not that big of a deal.
No.
Inazuma is not a big of a deal to me.
And it's not even advanced yet. He has to expose it for 7.
He has to play. Yeah, he has to play like 7 credits to expose it. Oh, now look at this. How he has to play commercialization on the twice advanced ice wall. Ugh. Ugh.
Get money any way possible.
Yeah. Alright, security testing on HQ now. I know that HQ is way compromised. I can run all day on this. He does res the Inazuma. What?
That is an interesting play, I guess.
I think Dominic hasn't thought this through. He's taking this back. He's taking this back. He realizes his mistake. No res. That's the thing with Andromeda. You know all the ice, so the corp cannot do any kind of weird, sneaky stuff. I know exactly what kind of ice is behind it.
I'm cringing. I'm cringing here. I'm cringing. You said Andromeda.
Cringe down, Nick. Cringe down. I'm having spasms. So, doing it again, accessing his HQ, and if we do that mind game, Nick, we do the Psy game, will he do 0 again? Yes, he does! Yes, he does! Oh my gosh! Lost the 3rd mind game again! Oh wow!
That's fantastic.
I think that's what happened if an immovable object meets an unstoppable force.
Oh man.
Both players are just dedicated to just always getting 0 in those games. Accessing our HQ again. There must be some more agendas there, but nope. Nope. With just 1 credit for me. 1 credit. I also got a data sucker out. And the data sucker is doing a lot of good work now. Especially if he does choose to rest Inazuma. Because it is 5 strength, right?
I think so.
Oh man, he reses! He installs, he reses. He installs Brain Trust, advances it with a Trick of Light. So it is 6 points for me and 5 points for him.
Oh man.
Mandatory testing stays on HQ. I'm doing a mandatory security testing run to get the monies. I'm doing another normal run on HQ to see 2 cards. I have to keep him from scoring. But see the same 2 cards over and over again. Okay, we see that he didn't have an agenda on his hand after all. I need to get into that HQ after all.
Oh man.
Drawing a card. This is really now a race for the agenda. Whoever gets the next agenda wins. I have just access to HQ. His RNG is a little bit problematic for me. He's thinking, he's reconsidering his Tyrant at this moment. Like, why did I put this card in there?
He's just reconsidering his whole life. What have I been doing? I could be playing the Game of Thrones card game.
I could be playing Magic.
I could be playing Magic the Gathering, where I know, the meta makes sense.
But then he starts believing in himself. I'm just gonna grab those credits and just get out them and show them what I'm worth.
I think after this, I'm just gonna start playing Call of Duty.
That's where the nice people hang out.
Maybe some League of Legends or something. I don't know.
Maybe Minecraft. I can finish this castle I started building in Minecraft. Alright, security testing on HQ. Running. Wow, look at this. That Grim gets the Parasite. Do I have enough memory units? I do have enough memory units. I'm glad I didn't make this mistake. I'm trashing the Parasite, the Grim, by using Data Sucker token and reducing his strength to 0. So everything is nice, and I have full access to R&D now. I'm seeing a card, but it's not an agenda. Okay, I think I got this, Nick. I think I got this.
I don't think you got this. I think out of the blue, he's going to be like, look, I won.
I think I just need to access a card from his HQ or R&D that is an agenda. I'm checking his HQ. If he drew an agenda, meanwhile, he didn't. Or at least not the 2 cards I saw. So everything is peachy. Looking at his cards, he doesn't have an agenda there. All right. And he just drew a hedge fund, but that's okay. He can have the hedge fund. I saw this hedge fund already. I approved it. Every card he draws, every mandatory draw at least now, has to be approved by me because I will check it. He does have a couple of eyes there though, and I think he will install it. Especially that Tsurugi is actually... he has to get the Tsurugi out. Yeah, he does. He installed the Tsurugi there.
He's got some money. I wouldn't give up your umbrella, Ella, just yet.
I think my umbrella, Ella. Oh wow, he advances the ice wall. He wants to make things taxing for me, and also I think he has a Trick of Light there, so he wants to be prepared to fast advance with Trick of Light. I'm security testing his hand just to make sure he cannot fast advance next turn. Well, he can't anyway because he doesn't have enough advancement tokens on ice wall yet. Alright, running on R&D. He does arrest the Inazuma. I hate this ice. It is very taxing. I have to break it with Femme Fatale. It's 4 credits with Femme Fatale.
So, for those who don't know, this thing says, a subroutine, the runner cannot break any subroutine to the next piece of ice, the runner cannot jack out until after encountering the next piece of ice during the next run.
No, wait a minute, that's not Inazuma, Tsurugi.
Oh, Tsurugi. Oh, you threw me off!
I'm sorry about that. I think, did I say Inazuma or Tsurugi? Anyway, I'm getting through all the ice, but I'm seeing of no agendas there.
Yeah. This one is do 1 net damage 3 times and end the run unless the court plays 1.
Yeah, so there's 4 subroutines. I have to break all of them to make sure I receive no damage or anything. It's really taxing in the long run. You can get in once if you want to, because it's just 1 subroutine that you have to break. Mm-hmm. But then you eat all the net damage, and you really, if you want to run sustainably, you have to break it 4 times.
Mm-hmm. Is that a winning agenda in his hand?
No, it's commercialization.
Is it? Oh, it is commercialization.
Full rig out and everything. Katie Jones even out there. Clicking Katie Jones. He commercializes the twice advanced ice wall to get out more money.
Gotta sell that ice wall in stores.
Yeah, like I have to imagine they create toys about the ice wall.
I see the ice walls in Home Depot. Protect your home! Security system.
It's like a bicycle lock. Unbreakable bicycle lock.
From Taiwan, the Tennin Institute.
And then somebody's like, oh, it's totally breakable, look at this.
Boring. Cringe. Cringe-worthy security.
But then you advance, and it's like, whoa, you're back in the game again. So I'm paying the awful amount of money to get through to R&D, but it's still nothing. But, you have to think about, in terms of sustainability. I'm getting 3 credits every time because I security test HQ. And then I have to pay, 4 credits for Inazuma and 2 credits for Ice Wall.
So it is wearing you down.
It's wearing me down, but slowly, because I'm creating a lot of economy from running security testing.
Random cringe at the state of the game industry.
Thank you for that cringe. Jesus Christ. Alright, this game should have been over ages ago. What's going on here?
This is 2 tournament games where one portion of the whole round is taken the whole time.
Seriously now. But it's the problem. I'm not seeing agendas. He's not seeing agendas. The game can't conclude until one of us draws finally an agenda.
Mm-hmm.
He can fast advance if he draws an agenda. I can score it if I see an agenda. He's getting 2 credits. Doing security testing.
I hope that this game ends on a psi match that you lose.
I'm running on his hand. Gotta make sure he hasn't drawn an agenda meanwhile. Well, he has drawn only 1 card, so, but, just to make sure. Seeing 2 eyes. Run on RNG indeed. I'm doing the runs through the costly eyes. I'm making this a little bit cheaper with data suckers, but it doesn't help me that much. And I'm not seeing anything. A really difficult situation for me right now because I don't know what to do. Like, everything is open for me, but I still don't see the agendas, and I don't have multi-access enough.
The entire game is lagging because the corporate player is not drawing anything.
I'm running on HQ again just to make sure there's no agenda. But nothing. Still nothing. If he draws an agenda, he wins.
So from a design perspective, is this something that you should attempt to get rid of?
The Trick of Light?
No. The fact that the corporate player and the runner player are both bogged down by the fact that if the corporate player has no agendas in their hand and are not drawing any, that the game itself will drag on indefinitely until the corporate player gets an agenda.
Well, that's great for the corporate player, but it's really annoying for the runner because he wastes all this economy running on R&D or whatever, but this is not getting anywhere.
From a tournament play balance perspective.
Tournament players always want to remove all the randomness, but if they did, then everything would be predictable and very boring.
Yeah. Ooh. Here's this giraffe. I found it.
He does a
celebrity gift.
Indeed, and he shows me all these cards, and I see that all those runs with HQ were for naught. There was nothing there after all, but I had to check, right? I had to check. He has 1 click left. He can draw maybe a card. I think he will.
Do it, man.
He advances. Oh wow! He advances the ice wall. So I'm getting the security testing money. I'm running on R&D. I really need to see that ice on top, the card on top of his R&D. This really costs me a lot now. Like, I'm running out of data sucker tokens, but whatever. It's still not the winning agenda. Oh, damn. Damn, Nick. Damn. We're both under stress.
Because now this one game is going to matter a hell of a lot more than it did.
Yeah, because now we're running out of time, so the second game, we won't be able to finish the second game, right? And he pulls another celebrity gift, alright. Now it's actually viable to rest the tyrant. He shows me his cards again.
Oh my god!
Just a bunch of ice and Trick of Light.
You should just have his middle finger extended in your face right now.
I don't know if I would play this. I think in his place, I would probably just draw a lot of cards.
Yeah, but the more that he draws cards, the more likely it is that he'll be able to get an agenda, and you'll be able to get an agenda.
He doesn't know. Maybe the next card is an agenda. It was actually an agenda. See? So he drew the card and it was an agenda. It is the winning agenda for him right now. He has to discard one card. He does. Alright, security test. Of course, I will run on its HQ. Probably. Oh, I'm running on R&D. I'm not running on HQ. I give up running on a R&D HQ.
Oh, that was the wrong time to do that.
That was the wrong time to do that, yeah. So I'm looking at his R&D. Will this be an agenda? Nope!
So he wins.
No, 2 clicks left. Huh. Huh.
Tense.
I do run on HQ.
Oh man.
He actually does rest Inazuma now? Okay. He rests the tyrant, but okay.
Does it do anything to you?
It doesn't do anything now. He just rested because I guess he has the money. And I've seen 2 cards. If I can draw the agenda, I will win. I don't draw the agenda.
Oh god.
Oh god. 1 click left. Will I do run on HQ again?
So. Das war, ich hab mal mit dem Lister Blend Assault, wollte ich mir eine Count-Seifen raussuchen, weil ich den nicht gezogen habe. Man Deck genommen, geguckt und die obersten beiden Karten waren natürlich dann die beiden Count-Seifen.
What is happening? So much table talk.
I'm clicking. There's some table talk. I'm clicking Kitty Jones. And then he wins the game. He wins the game by a trick of lighting a medical breakthrough.
How sad. You should have won that game, but the random number generator was not in your favor.
The random number generator made me lose the game. But that's how the game it works sometimes, you know? There's a small discussion because I thought he just drew the agenda. Because I'm not believing that he had this agenda on his hand, but I don't realize that he drew this agenda turns ago. He won the game 20 minutes ago, Nick. So that's the game, everybody. That's the game. That was a very frustrating game for me, I must say.
It's a frustrating game to watch when everything sort of broke down in the middle.
Yeah, like I had this game locked down, right? I was doing the R&D log, I was checking HQ every turn, but still he got out the final agenda. How annoying is that?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you guys start your runner games, so you got 6 minutes.
Yeah, we started a runner game. We're not going to show this runner game because, again, it didn't go all the way through. He does run Kate, and I'm, of course, HB again. But, Dominic was a very polite player about this, even though this game went in such a weird thing. And I can spoil to you, there's going to be a revenge. Revanche?
Revanche. It can be revanche. It sounds cooler that way.
Well, in German we say revanche for, if you have an opportunity to replay a game and try it once more time. So there's going to be a replay of that game in a future tournament, but not today.
But not this day.
So what did you think, Nick?
I really enjoyed this game, although it was very frustrating.
It was a little.
I can completely understand the fact that people would be annoyed by this. I think that I would be more annoyed by this than I am by the Psy game.
Yeah, I think a losing Psy game is like more in your face, right? It's like you see the random generator working and actually killing you, right?
Yeah, because it's like there's nothing you can do. there's nothing anybody can do.
Yeah.
The game is just stagnant at that point.
Yeah, and it turns all this planning and forethought you did into basically a paper, rock, and scissors kind of game.
Waiting for Guffman is what you're doing.
Well, on the other hand, it brings a lot of drama, and I always enjoy drama in a Netrunner. And I hope you will enjoy drama, because there's going to be a lot of drama where on the next episode where we're gonna hack the planet!
Cringe at the planet.
Cringe the planet! Cringe. Planet cringe.
Planet Cringer!